Yes, it will be hand. Yes. We're gonna. Okay, that is a lot of things. But yeah, we're gonna try it this way today, aka with the actual model. So let's see how this will turn out, if it's gonna work or not. Hi there, Lee. Welcome. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I have much to say before we get started, so let's get started. Let me just figure out the way to change this. Oh great, no, it's working. It's great. It's good. Ignore this. It's very messy. I took a German exam that was 5 hours long, and I got bored. And it's starting to come off because it's eyeliner. But yeah, I did a different setup. It's still kind of wonky. I don't have the most space, and it's, as you can see, it is not straight. Now it's kind of straight, I think. Whatever. I'm giving up. But yeah, we're doing it this way today and trying our best to make it work. And yeah, we're doing canvas painting. I finished, I don't know how many people saw, but I finished this one that we started last time. Finished that one, posted it on Twitter. Best time ever. It's not. But yeah, this one's finished and this one's gonna be like similar but not the same, because for some reason the color didn't go as dark as this one. But it doesn't matter, it's gonna be similar. And I have done this somewhere. I still have this right here, but it's like coming off, so I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not because I need to glue it first. But whether or not we're gonna use it or not, if we have the time and love for it, we still have one of these. Oh god. One of these, and one of these, and another one of these small ones, which is like exactly the one we use here. I use here. We have a bigger one, and then we have one with like a wooden frame. So we've got enough to paint, hypothetically speaking. I don't know how many we're actually gonna paint today. Got enough to be busy for a while. So for starters, we're gonna peel this off. And hello and welcome, Hanzani. Welcome. Yeah, for starters, we're gonna peel this off, and then I'm gonna have to sketch the scenery because I haven't done that yet. I just sketched the light bulb form and said, okay, fuck it, I'm doing the background first this time. Like, not the background, the outer thing. I think you know what I mean. Yeah. Where's my pencil? That is the next question. That is the next good question. Where the fuck did I put my pencil? That is one, but I'd like to use the other one. It's thinner. It's better to work with. There's an eraser. Over here. Where's my pencil? Oh my god, thank you for telling me. I'm pretty loud. But I think the music is so loud because of the game we played last week. Because the game was pretty fucking quiet. But thank you, Hans Andine, thank you. Good to know. I found my pencil. At the bottom of everything. Okay. I'm gonna place this here. Well, I can push this down further and then you can see everything. That is the nice thing about this second setup that I have now. It's still kind of scuffy, but I have more space. I mean, still, you can't see very far, right? That's why I'm still limited in some ways, because you can't see that far. But it doesn't matter, because my hands aren't as limited in, like, the oh my god, there's a wall right here thing. Because there's no wall in this direction at all. There's no wall in that direction. There's a wall in this direction. But that doesn't really matter because it's somewhere behind the screen. And it won't matter because I'm right-handed, so I don't need the space towards my left. Yeah, I'm rambling. Yeah. Okay, wait. I'm going to do this first and then sketch after. Because if I do this first and sketch after, then I can sketch further than the actual thing is without any problems of having the lines there afterwards. So we glue first, we safety measure first, and then we can sketch. Safety measure. Safety measure. Now, where is my safety hazard? There's my safety hazard. Don't do this at home. Be careful if you do this at home. I am a trained professional. I have like a certificate that allows me to use knives on my own. Don't do it at home, kids. Only do it if you've got an approved knife certificate. Especially because this knife is super sharp. It might not look the part, but it's pretty sharp. Unless you forget to push down when cutting. But no weight behind anything doesn't make things work. You need the weight behind it. No. Okay, there we go. Kind of okay-ish circle. It doesn't matter that it's not like completely fitting to the edges of what I already colored, because I'm gonna do a black outline afterwards. Like you see here, this black outline, it's fixed some mistakes in between color and not color. So I got up very early, so I am already tired, which I apologize for. But I'm still gonna be here. We're gonna... I don't know how much we're at least gonna do, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna get some of that done, because I wanna get something done. Because event is getting here quicker and quicker, and I want more of these to sell. Well, maybe this time I'll only do Ellie. Like just Ellie from behind. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put her in the middle. Okay. I need to put the head further up because otherwise it looks very scuffed. With like almost no neck. So I'm gonna make sure these lines are erased a bit further or a bit more. So that I know what I'm actually working with. Hello, Vanitas! Welcome! Welcome. I think... I just threw down my pencil. Oh god, hold on. Where did it go? There it is. Oh my god. I'm too old for this shit. My poor back. But I think I'm running into the problem of mines. Let me see if I can find new mines. Because if I can't, then I'm kind of screwed. Then I'll have to use the other one that I don't really want to use. That doesn't look good. Other part. No, that is markers. Black marker. Why the fuck do I have this? What? Whatever. No. Uh-oh. Is there... Are they in this one? Did I put them in this one when I started taking this one with me? Please be. Otherwise, I know that I need some... Oh, I found them! Oh my god! The struggle. I just need to get one out. Right, that's... Oh, there we go. I'll take 2, thank you. And then I'm closing it again, and then I put them in back here. At least that's where they normally go. Do they not go there? Maybe one at a time? I think I'm just gonna have to put it in like in front, kind of. So only one mine, I suppose. Okay. Let me put this one away again. Okay. Now that that problem is solved. Oh my god, I missed so much in my struggle. Holy. God. Wait. With this build up, it's kind of hard to check things. This is a struggle. Wait. Oh god. Oh. That is something. I did not know I was streaming my entire screen. Oops. I forgot that I was looking at Marvel Rivals streaming options again. Oopsies. I know that I saw one of them. Yeah, I saw the Centaur one. I saw her earlier. Not earlier, but I saw her shortly after you posted her on my timeline thing. They look pretty though. Very pretty. Interesting. Okay. My god, that was... God damn it. Okay. Jesus. Complicated. God, Vanitas, you are one hell of a guy. Getting to annoy the workers. Okay. You could see, I think. So. Sketch time. Then here is gonna be like the neck, kind of. This is the arm. And then we have the like shoulder piece that I have here. It's gonna go all the way up to here. And it has the little yellow dots right here. And then my back blouse has like 2 lines. But I think this might actually be high enough. This might actually be high enough so you're able to see the back of the corset. Hold on, I need to check this. I need my reference sheet. I need my reference sheet. I need to check this real quick. Yes, it is more than high enough. It's also 3 lines, just like I did here. I'm kind of stupid. It's like 1, 2, and the third one is in the middle. And the corset should probably be able to see like here. Like this. Actually, hold on. It's in between those lines and then in between those lines. There goes an orange line down, there goes an orange line down. And the middle also. And then there's a yellow thing, and there's a yellow thing, there's a yellow thing. Then I have my belt thing here, and my holder for my pen here, and that one has 2 orange lines. And then we have my beloved braid, which you'll kind of see here, hypothetically. Okay, sketch. Haha. Oh, you saw bits and pieces of my phone! It doesn't matter. I was just looking at my reference sheet. The thing you might have seen is the fact that my phone is kind of dying, but it doesn't matter. Because my iPad is also kind of dying. And my iPad is a camera, so my iPad needs the charging more at the moment. Yeah, I don't know where my power bank thing is at the moment. At least it's not in reach, so I can't charge my phone. It doesn't matter. I'm going to safeguard the sketch. At least kinda. Am I? Do I safeguard the sketch now? And then do the background first? Or do I just do the background without safeguarding the sketch and kind of painting over it? Like over the background at some points. I think it's easier to paint over, the background at some points. I'm sorry. I don't even know what kind of background I want to make. I think I'm going for blue again, because the blue goes well with the orange and brownish tones of my character, of me. So I think I'm going blue again. Which means we're gonna do blue. Oh my god. Okay. Today is not the best day apparently, because everything keeps falling over. I just threw over my tiny bottles. I made tiny bottles for decoration for my booth. Look at them. I filled them with color, with acrylic paint. And well, this is like glow-in-the-dark paint. The orange, blue, and pink one is glow-in-the-dark paint, and it's super cool. I don't know, I like it. It's very colorful. And then we have the yellow, which is casual acrylic paint. Yeah. My decorative assets. No. think I'm gonna do like roughly. I'm gonna roughly cut out the sketch thing to make sure I don't have to paint over everything in the end. Because it's gonna take ages to like color over again. Yeah. So... oops. And I'm just gonna add in some background colors later, where I still need to add them in, and like paint over them where I don't need them anymore. That's kind of the plan, I think. I think that's a good plan. Okay, one. That's not completely cut right there. Corner, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna cut this part again because it was underneath. Okay, I didn't cut it enough. Oops. Okay. There we go, and then this piece in here. Okay. This is safeguarding enough, I think. So... blue. Where's my color palette? There. Color palette? Painter's palette? I don't know. This thing. That looks like hell. Because it's kind of been through hell at this point. It is not looking the best. White and black and blue. Blue. So we're blue. Where do I put the blue? I'm gonna put the blue here. Blue. And then more white for this gigantic ball of white. And some black right here. And now I have to mix. Okay. I'm going to go, I think, light to dark. Start with the light color and then go into like the darker ones gradually. So I'm gonna take some blue and some white and I'm gonna mix them. Then I'm just gonna start painting. No, don't take this yellow whoosh thing. And then we take just the blue maybe. Try and get that in a bit. For the gradient effect. And then teensy bit of black with the blue. Because the mixing black into anything is kind of hard. If you've ever used acrylic paint before, you know what I'm talking about. It is not the best thing to do. Just blue, dark blue thing. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Okay. Now I have to wait till that's dry, kind of. But because I want like star sprinkle thingies, I can do those. Which means I'm taking another brush and I'm going into the white. And then I'm gonna screw up my pretty nails that are already fucked because you can see here they're losing themselves. I'm gonna put that away though. I don't want to fuck that up. Okay, some white stars. And I also want to do some yellow ones, so I need some yellow acrylic paint. Because yellow. My favorite color. Color? Oh. It doesn't matter actually, because I grew up learning a mix of British and American English, so... Welcome to Germany. Okay. Now my finger looks like this. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do like 1 to 2 just dots with these, like bigger stars kind of. In both white and yellow. Because we need some bigger stars. Ta-da! And now it needs to dry. Because, yes, it needs to dry. I'm gonna make this one a bit more, like, noticeable. Okay. Yeah, it needs to dry, so what do we do next? I don't know. Let me get another one. Actually, I'm gonna use another one that's just like them. And open that up real quick. And then we can do the background on that one. You know. And while we do the background on that one, or while we wait for that one to dry, this one should be this far dry that we can continue drawing this one. Which I hope is gonna work. I hope it's gonna work out that way. But we're gonna see. So first things first, I'm going to paint the form. And once I've painted the form, we can then take our masking tape and mask that shit. And then we just, like, masking tape. Just masking tape, nothing else. We just put that over there, and then one more. And we make sure it is on there and it stays on there. And then I need my tiny knife again, and we cut the form roughly again. And once that is roughly cut, we can start with the background. Or well, the outer coloring, I guess. I don't know. I'm not ignoring you, I'm just simply like, well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of ignoring. I'm ignoring the messages that you sent about your OCs because they don't agree with the rules and the current topic. And I'm not the most confrontational person, so I'm just letting them be there. So I guess I am ignoring you, but that's because you're ignoring my rules, you know? Okay. Cut out. And then it means it's time for brown and white combo. With also some orange and yellow and red dips, because that makes it look better, more colorful in a way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oops. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna take some of that black here and some of that brown here and make it a darker brown. Like a more grayish brown thing. Because that's more of the vibe the first pick had, and I think that goes well then with the colors again. Because it makes the inner part of the picture, the sky, stand out a bit more. So that's what I'm going for. It's not exactly the same again, because it's hard to mix the same color again. But I don't really care. I just want it to have like a good base color, kind of. That looks okay. They're all gonna look a bit different, but that's the thing with canvas painting. Everything is kind of unique in its own way, in some way. Uniqueness of canvas painting. Wow. I don't know, this part is super easy because it just colored in. I can't say much to this. You just color this entire thing, and then what I will do once this is finished, maybe I can talk about that. Once this is all in, like, I guess the base coat, in a sense, of this color, I'm going to start dipping, oh my god, dipping my brush in the other colors and just adding some streaks and stuff to get that more steampunky metallic kind of vibe, because I'm steampunk, so I'm doing steampunk drawings to make them fit me. Yeah. If you don't really get what I mean, you're gonna see it now. Like, I'm just gonna take black, so for example, bits of black, and I completely put my hand into the paint. The still wet paint. Oh my god. You know, just add some color variation to this. Like I said, look, make it look maybe rusty, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say this without sounding super stupid, because I'm already sounding super stupid while trying to explain it, but yeah. Just kind of go for your gut feeling with what you do. I like to go at this with the mentality, trust the process. Just do it and trust the process, because only God can help you here, or only Satan, I guess. Since I'm a demon. I'm not sure if God helps demons. But yeah, this is just all up to luck in the process, kind of. Hi there, welcome the brave one. You sure did. Hi there. Caught me painting. Painting and completely putting my hand in the paint, as you can see already. I think the thumbnail is very accurate. I had paint all over me, and that was not just because it looks fancy. Fancy is the wrong word. Not just because it looks funny, but because I get paint everywhere. It's almost as if I'm a child that struggles with keeping herself clean, but I'm just so in the thing. The music is still louder than me? No way. Nah, I don't believe it. Someone said that earlier, but I had made it like... I toned it down, so I thought it was fine because no one complained anymore. If you're telling me that the music is still louder than my voice, I'm gonna lose it. wait. No, it's still super loud. Hold on. Is it better now? I'm painting a canvas to make it look similar to something I did before. Hold on. I'll show you in a second. I just kind of want to get this finished so I can put it away to dry first. I'm gonna be there in a second. I believe it's gonna be there in a second. I'm gonna like it in just a second. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna paint this to make it look similar to this. Because I made this before. I started painting this, like the inner part, on stream once as well. And then I finished it off stream. And I just placed down a canvas with not completely dry paint. How am I gonna pick that up again? Ah! But yeah, we're doing this, and here's another one we started, which the blue background, the sky is currently drying. But it's dry now, so we're gonna continue this one while this one dries. That is, if I can get this off without getting color all over my hands. Hold on, I need like a piece of paper or something. Wait, there's some paper. Thank you! I'm glad you like it. I'm gonna be selling these at the weekend thing. At the fantasy festival I'm going to with my booth. And if some are... like, if I don't sell all of them, or if I get bored and do some more in my free time afterwards, then I'll put them on my Ko-fi store as well. Just like all the other stuff I have. Also, fun story, hold on, let me put this somewhere. Somewhere safe to dry. Hold on. I'm gonna have something else that's new, and that is coasters. With we have coasters with my logo, and hold on, I need to get one that looks okay. Because there's two that aren't with the same intensity. Wooden coasters with the logo and with a baby Ellie and her PJs, kind of like a chibi Ellie in her PJs. I love those. These are so cute. And like you can take, I'm gonna take this one. You can take your back glass and put it there. I love them. They're adorable, and I'm so glad that my dad bought like this wood engraving thing, machine thingy, because these are so cute, and they're like they're like an entire tree thing because they're so cute. Yes! Hello, Joe. I love them. I just love them. But yeah, that's something else I'm gonna have there, which is new. Yeah. Depending on how much time we have, I might also have some new keychains. Also wood engraved keychains. But I don't know if we'll be able to manage that. So I don't want to promise anything and not be able to deliver, so I don't know if we'll manage that. Maybe. Wait, I can just pull these off hypothetically because I put them on separately. I'm gonna pull these off. And then can continue. Okay, I think I'm gonna draw the plants first actually, because I just realized I haven't done the plants yet. So let me put this here so I don't forget again. Let me do the plants. Hold on. Green. Hooker's green. I'm not kidding. It's called Hooker's Green. Why is it called Hooker's Green? Oh my god. What the fuck? But yeah, green. Hooker's green, I suppose. But why? Okay, listen. Why would you call a color hooker something? Especially green. There's nothing green I associate with hookers. I don't get that part. Take half of you and mix some white in there. And then I'm gonna take more white and take a bit of you and make a very light green here. And then I'm gonna cry because I have to do this with a toothpick. Bye bye, brave one. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. The green sleeves thing? Green sleeves? Am I stupid? Maybe I am. You know, if anything, I'd take like red because of like red lipstick. Deep red lipstick. Because that's something I associate with them for some reason. I don't know. But like I said, I don't really associate any colors with hookers. I don't know why you would do that anyway. There's my toothpicks. There. I'm gonna try it with the brush, but I don't know how well that works with the brush. So here's a toothpick. Just in case. Fresh toothpick. Leaves. Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, makes sense. It's just kind of confusing if you think of the other meaning of hooker first, because you don't know that there's a guy named Hooker. But oh well. We learn from our mistakes, am I right? Works surprisingly well with the brush, by the way. I don't know why I did this with the toothpick last time. Because it is such a struggle with the toothpick. It is a lot easier with the brush. Like, a lot easier. Very much a lifesaver in a sense, you could say, almost. Okay. First time I'm actually completely getting rid of the color in the brush and not just putting it in the water. Because I need that thin one again, and that's the only thin one I actually have. Like, that's the thinnest one I have, at least. It still works. The other ones are kind of screwed. I don't know what's up with this one. It looks kind of broken. But yeah. This is like the thinnest one I have, technically speaking. So it is the most important brush that I have. over some of the leaves again to make sure they are at the stem. Because some of them are floating around at the moment. And we don't want that. They do belong to the stem. And then... I don't know, should I do the lights again? It looks kind of empty without, doesn't it? I think I have to do the lights again, but I should have probably done them beforehand. Maybe I'll do them similar to the... Okay, I have an idea for the lights. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna have to finish that lights idea after I've painted the entirety of this and taken off this. Oh. I just have something. Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm stupid. So I'm gonna have to paint over this again anyway. But yeah. So basically, bear with me for the lights idea. I'm gonna have like two strands of lightning, I guess. One of them is gonna go down here, and the other one here, kind of. And they're like, or maybe just in a circle around here. Yeah, in a circle. They're gonna end somewhere down here, probably where Ali is. Where I am. And they're like gonna be, some part is gonna be in here, and then the next part is gonna be like out there. So it's kind of a mix in between. I think that idea is great, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, that's all we can do for now, which means we're doing the lights next. Just dots of yellow. Actually, I'm gonna mix the yellow with the white, just like I did up there, because it gives more density? Opacity. More opacity, density thingy to the yellow, because the yellow is kind of see-through. It's not the best of yellows. And it also makes it more whimsical again. I'm going for whimsical with these, if you haven't noticed. It's like fairy lights, kind of. that we have the lights, we can go to actually drawing Ellie. Which is great, because it's kind of the point at the moment. Okay, so, gonna need some orange. I'm gonna add some white in here as well, because same thing with the like opacity problem. And also because then that way the orange isn't as bright anymore. Because that orange is very bright on the eyes. And then we just paint the hair. Nice orange. Okay, and I'm gonna use a bit more orange in there. With a tiny bit of red maybe. A bit more red. That is gonna be the orange I'm gonna use for this. The orange stripes that we need. And YouTube asks if I'm still watching. Hold on. I'm gonna paint the orange and then I'm gonna turn the music back on. Gonna be back in a second. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be complicated. This sucks, kind of. Yes, I'm still watching. Thank you. Okay. We got it. Alright. Change some things behind the scenes. Okay, where that dries, I'm gonna, I don't know, skin. So I'm gonna need some more white. Where's my white? There's my white. Oops. I'm just gonna place that there so I can close the color bottle. Tube. Okay, for the skin, I need white, tinge of brown, and bits of yellow and red. Trust the process here, okay? Trust the process. And then I'm gonna need a bit more white, and I had way too much red. Red is similar to black sometimes, which sucks. Which sucks a lot. More white. And a tinge of brown. And now we've got a skin color. My skin color. Very pale one, because mine is very pale, as you can tell also here. Not just my model, but this as well. Okay. Also, I kind of need to color in like the space between the arms and the torso. So hold on a second there. gonna need blue for that one. I'm gonna take the bit bigger brush so I don't have to get the blue out of the thinner one. Okay. Easy. Now, if I take white and a bit of brown, we get the color for my blouse. And then I'm going to go for next light color, because I always go light colors first. I mean, orange isn't the lightest color, but still, I don't care. I don't care. Judge me all you want, but yeah, I go lighter colors first. So I need yellow and white for my beloved strand. I'm also gonna try with some brown. Some more white. And then I can color in here. And this strand here is also supposed to be blonde. Of the blonde part. Okay. And now we need brown. Lots of brown, and these are like darker browns, so I'm taking the brown and take a bit more of the brown just to be safe, and taking some of the black and then mixing them. And then maybe some orange in there to make it a bit more colorful again in a way. And then paint. And then we're gonna let that dry. And when we're gonna let that dry, we're gonna take out the other one. Oh my god, just lose the acrylic paint. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna just quickly get rid of all the colors in the pencils so I have enough pencils for colors. Pencils? Brushes. Oh god. Yeah, that I have enough brushes for the colors coming up. For the blue part. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, put it up here, take this down, and voila! We've got this beautiful, gorgeous brown thing. then we can just peel these off and get started on the quest. And the quest entails sketching out Ellie again. But the question is, the question for the quest is, do I make another one like here with the Tomoboos or here without them? I don't know. That's gonna be like I'm definitely gonna have 3. It's gonna depend on how much time I still have on my hands. And also kind of the canvases, because in exactly this size I only have these 3. So I'm thinking these 3 will have like this type of design, slightly variants to, I guess, in a way. And I have another. Well, this is also the size, roughly. So I could also use this. So I could do like 4 of these in the same size, basically. And then I have bigger ones that I can paint, but I don't know about them yet. I don't know if I'll do the same design if I do them in time. I don't know if I'll buy more of these sized ones and make more of these. I don't know. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have those 3, because they are started already. So I'm gonna finish them. Because Ellie does not do half-assed things. Okay, but do I do with or without the Tomoboos? That is still the question. Let me compare these, at least kind of compare these. I mean, I like them both. I think for like the greenery and 2 with, 1 without, okay, then I'm gonna orient myself on this one pretty much completely. So we'll have Ellie sitting here kind of again. One shoulder. Oh right, safety. My safety. My masking tape safety first. But this time I'm gonna do it completely, not that I'm gonna fuck up again and paint this part blue accidentally. This thing is going in full masking tape mode. Okay. Cutting time. Second one. Oh, the corner didn't cut correctly. I didn't go as far down as I should have. Let's put it that way. Okay, that looks good enough. Good. Nice. Yeah, that one wasn't cut deep enough as well, I see. Okay. Nice and easy. It is all taped again. So, now we sketch. So we have one shoulder here, one shoulder here, and then connect the shoulders, and then one arm goes here. Torso kind of goes here. And then you have the neck that's kind of like this. And then the head goes here. And then I'm gonna erase that if I find my eraser. There's my eraser. And we have the hair. This is so wildly drawn, this is gonna be better if I colored it, believe me. And then the jacket thing. I don't know what to call it myself, by the way. I always call it jacket thing, because that's kind of what it is. It's the jacket thing. Then we have the arm thing here. And I guess the corset will be shown again, hypothetically speaking. With 1, 2, 3 lines here, and then this right here, and lines, corset. Yeah. Now it's time to save Ellie again. Have her live a peaceful life without any blue. And this time I'm actually cutting out this corner down here first, because I thought about cutting it out on the last one and I forgot. So I'm cutting it out now, so this time around we're also gonna make it blue directly, with stars and everything. Okay, there we go. There we go! And the rough outline again. So I don't take ages cutting her out. So we can color in the background. The strip doesn't matter, so I don't know, you can't really see. I just pulled off a strip that was annoying me. But it doesn't matter that I pulled it off because it doesn't make much of a difference if I keep it on. So I can just pull it off. It doesn't matter. Okay. Blue! So I'm gonna take white again. And blue. Make it a light blue. Do some darker blue to get in there. Some more blue. This one might actually be a bit darker than the last ones. Because I'm going darker already. Get in there. Okay, that's nice. Nice and blue. And I'm going to need the stars again. I'm gonna get this one into safety. No, that's not enough white. Apparently it's still not enough white. Oh my god. Are you enough white now? Thank you. Same thing with some yellow, but maybe a bit too much yellow. No, it's okay. Because of the yellow opacity, it doesn't matter as much. Then we get you away. And we get our toothpick again, and we do some bigger yellow stars. And then some bigger white stars. Wow! Night sky! Yay! I think I need to make the yellow ones a bit bigger. Because of the yellow opacity thing. Okay. Night sky! I'm gonna leave that to dry and take a look at this one. It looks dry to me. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I'm Elsa. I think I'm gonna add 1 or 2 more white stars to this one because I feel like there's none. I think that's better. My hands are so colorful, oh my god. This is what happens when I get acrylic paint into my hands. They just end up as acrylic paint palette. So the next struggle we're having is the line art. At least hypothetically speaking, maybe it makes more sense to do the lights first and to fix this mistake here on the left. This is what's supposed to be like. I guess you are right. You see, my problem with line art is the thickness. Because I only have this thin brush, and we all see the thin brush doesn't do very thin lines, which is why the line art here is kind of wonky, because I did it with a toothpick. Because it does look better with the brush. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do it looking good, I guess. Which I would think might work with a marker. But I don't know how well I need. Oh, this one hasn't even been used yet. Oh, what's this? Why do I have that? Yeah, a problem with the marker might be that the marker and whatever finishing thing I use don't combine. Which would suck. Then again, we can try it out. I'm gonna try that out maybe, actually. I have this thing, and like I said, it's coming off. The glue sucks. And we're gonna use this now as our test subject instead of actually painting on it. And we're gonna use it. I'm gonna put some acrylic paint on it. We're gonna let it dry. And then we're gonna see if it works with the different black pens that I have. And we'll see if we can use any black pen to do the line art without any struggles. Because a black pen is a lot less stressful for line art than trying to do all of it with a toothpick or a brush that's not thin enough. Okay. You can drive that in a day. I don't think 8 hours is too much. Never. What are you on about? What else type of black pen do I have? I have the Sharpie. Wherever that one is. I think here's a thin one. Yeah, that's a thin one, isn't it? It is. So thin Sharpie. We also have thick Sharpie, which let's just test it as well, just to make sure. If we're testing already, we're testing proper. I don't think I have any other like black pens lying about that I could use except for this thing. But it's, if I open the cap again, it's not pumped up yet, so I haven't used it before. Which might explain why I don't know why the fuck I have this. But yeah, I'm not gonna use it because I don't know why I have it, and I think 5 different pens is quite enough. I mean, this one isn't black, but maybe I can use silver as well, or gold, because I have that one in gold as well. But yeah. Where are you? Ew. You don't look good anymore. Yeah, I think that's about it, looking at pens. Now this just needs to dry, so that we can test our theories. This is exhausting. It shall dry faster. The night sky isn't dry yet, sadly. If it was, we could continue there. But it's not. I need something to drink again. My throat is dry. Maybe I'm catching a cold. I hope I'm not catching a cold. Or if I'm catching a cold, please be there after the weekend. I can't be sick this weekend. I just can't. No way. Not in the question. Not in the equation. Not in the question. No. Dry faster, please. Can I pull this off completely? Just no. If my throat doesn't get better before this is dry, I'm just gonna say, okay, I'm gonna let this dry in peace and stream, and then continue this work on my own time. While continuing to watch Miss Carter. No, Agent Carter, I'm sorry. The series, because I love the series. I love Carter. I love Peggy. She's so cool. Sadly, I don't have the hairdryer in my room anymore. I had it in my room yesterday because I was styling a wig, which did not work out the way I wanted it to, so I was very frustrated. But I don't have it in my room anymore. If I did, I'd turn it on and air dry dry this thing with a hair dryer. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. My brain has stopped working. This is amazing. Oh my god. What do I do in the meantime? Okay, listen. I know what I'm gonna do in the meantime. I'm gonna get rid of some of these things so that I have space. I'm gonna put this up there so it can dry in peace without me getting into it. Same with this one. Well, it's already dry, but still. Then I'm gonna put these aside. Although I'm gonna use one of them at least. So I have this here, right? This is like, I think usually you use it to put pictures in there of like yourself and your family and your kids and all that stuff. But that's the usual, okay? I'm not usual. I use this as a picture book for my artworks, I guess, in a sense. And there's by far not all of them in there. Not even my favorites or some stuff. My thoughts with this were Ellie Booth things, like the models this far, references, and possible future models or ideas that I've had. And some info and my rooms and stuff. Then we have the Half Demon Ellie right here. We have Mama Boo. You know, kind of info about me with some pictures I've drawn. And then we have the Bitter Oyster stuff, the characters with info and stuff, you know, which I've been working on. I've been, you know, I've been thinking about more about the characters, and I'm gonna continue writing, possibly also today, after stream. But yeah, I've put lots of that stuff in here, artworks and info. I'm gonna have that next, on the weekend, I'm gonna have that with me, and you know, people can just look through it. I'm gonna have a page flipped open, possibly like one of these, because I think these are just very interesting to look at, because you want to read through it and stuff. But yeah, we can do this front thing while we wait for it to dry. Because I can take a look at it, it's right here, I'm looking at it now. It's right there, I can take a look at it every now and then, and we can name this and kind of make this look pretty. I just don't know what to name it, because it's not all of Ellie's artworks from X to Z. It's not Ellie's favorite artworks from X to Z. It's mainly character and room designs, so I guess I could name it Ellie's Designs from X to Z. I'm gonna do that, hold on. And then I have to just check from when to when I've been doing these. That's great. So from, if I get this thing open, thank you. Oh, that may be a bit thick. Hold on. Okay. You can't really read that. Okay, you can read it. Can you? I decide that you can. Where? Oh, right. I should be able. Hold on. I need this. So, I'm gonna check which one of these was my first. And I'm pretty sure it's Ellie. I'm pretty sure it's like the first Ellie design I have. Pretty sure that one's the first. Yeah. So I'm gonna check that out real quick when I did that one. Okay, reference sheet. The Ellie reference sheet that we have on page 1 in here is from January 2023. Yeah, no, that is... The Ellie concept exists since like around January 2022. But the reference sheet is from then, because I haven't done a reference sheet until that point. So I guess I am going to use this. And just look for the design row that I did. And how many of those... Like which one of those, let's put it that way, which one of those I did first. Okay, first one I did was for Village. Canvas information. 27th of December 2022. So I guess I'm gonna say 2022 till to be decided. Oh great, now I did the December that I was thinking about doing but didn't want to do, but now I did it anyway. December 2022 to be decided, because it's not finished yet. There's still a shit ton of empty spaces in here. Like, I guess oops, half of it is full, kind of. Yeah. Okay. It's not dry. Not completely. Almost. Almost dry. I'm not gluing it on there or stuff, I just need a reference because I kind of suck at drawing gears. I don't know why, but I do. My deepest darkest secret. I suck at drawing gears, even though I am from steampunk times. This is great. Very simple, but I like simple. Also, there's not many different designs because there's not many left. I need new gears. I need new gears. Maybe I should have ordered some with the other stuff I ordered. It's too late now though. Okay, I'm gonna keep it this simple for now. I don't know if I'm gonna change it anytime soon or at all. But I like it like this, so I'm gonna keep it like this. I mean, at least on the outside. Now this is still not completely dry, which sucks! Because I had hopes that it was gonna be dry now. But it's not. Dry faster. Dry faster. It's almost dry. I can see it if I flip it like this. I can see that it's not much that's left to dry. But it's not dry yet, and that is annoying. For some reason I have a feeling that YouTube stopped the music again. Thinking I'm not watching anymore. Yeah, it has. The problem with this setup is that every time I have to go to YouTube, I have to lean forward. Because otherwise I can't reach my mouse. I mean, there's another way, but that is completely over the screen like this, and then you see my poor arm, and I don't want to flash any of you with my poor arm. At least not for the time it takes for me to use the pad, the like mouse pad thing on the laptop to actually get the music to play again. Because it's kind of a longer amount of time. Okay. That part is dry. TKE for Tiefkühl Edding. It's a freezer marker. Then SP for Sharpie. FL for fine liner. And then the other SP. Okay, great. We're gonna ignore that one because it is not working. Obviously, it still smells of alcohol, but it's not working. And then I wanted to try the silver one, because why not? GE for glass edding. And this one is the same one, so we're gonna ignore that one. I'm just gonna let this dry for a bit. And we're waiting for that to dry. I'm gonna get this thing open. Just my finishing thing, by the way, that I use. Okay, and I think that's fine enough. So, let's get a brush and get in here, get some of that finishing thing, and pull it over. See if it does anything. Okay, the edding does not like it. But the Sharpie has no problems with it. So, I can color this. I can do the line art with Sharpie. Technically speaking. It will make my life a lot easier. A shit ton easier, actually. So I guess I'm gonna do it with Sharpie. There's slight streaks of black, but that is because I went over it again after going over the edding. Also this down here, the silver one, also works. So I could use these two hypothetically. Well, this one and the gold version of this one. Could use those for line arts if I ever wanted to. I won't use that one because you see how much is left of that one, basically nothing. I'll use this one because it doesn't do anything, and I won't use this one because this one isn't cooperating. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So, let's do some line art, I guess. This isn't how you usually do line art. Usually you have a fine enough brush for this, then you use that one, but I'm lazy. And also, proper brushes are very expensive. So I'm lazy and efficient because I'm saving money this way. Because I need the Sharpie either way for other stuff. For other projects. So I'm saving money right here. Small teaser possibly, by the way, that I'm gonna just randomly drop now. So anyone that's currently watching, oh my god, this is a teaser that I just randomly dropped. And I'm probably not gonna drop anywhere else anytime soon. There might soon be a partial demon form Ellie. I don't know to which extent yet. But I'm working on something. End of teaser. I forgot to paint the second part brown. Oh my god. How can someone be this lost? Holy shit. That's just sad. Color this brown, because otherwise I'm gonna freaking lose it. Color palette, and then I'm gonna use a toothpick for this one. Toothpick for this one, and then get in there. Just paint it as I can with a toothpick. Gonna have to do the same for the not so good blue edges. And I'm probably gonna hide them behind some stars. The attention is more on stars than the bullshit I accidentally built. Star, 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 star. And some yellow ones for good measure. Okay. Wow! I'm gonna let these colors dry real quick, and then, oh my god, then I'm gonna continue this on my own time, cause I need to get up and move around a bit, and also my throat is not getting better. I can't keep talking like this, so let me take this and go back here. Holy guacamole! Hi! It is normal again. Normal me, the way you know her. Yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'm just cleaning a bit up so I can properly end the stream without any struggles. But yeah, that is enough handcam painting stream for one day. Whoops. Enough handcam painting stream thingy for one day. Oops. Thank you everyone for joining. We did some good progress, not gonna lie. We did a bunch of good things here today. We did some good work. And we did some testing. But yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. Very much excited. Which is possibly the only reason that keeps me like drawn to painting on canvases. Because usually I don't do that anymore. It's gotten annoying. But yeah. I had fun. I hope you did as well. Thank you for joining me. I don't know if I'll stream on the weekend. Maybe I'll try streaming on Thursday instead. And then doing a speed paint on the weekend, like switching that out, because I'm not home. And I don't know when I'll be home on Sunday, which I think might be a bit late. But yeah. Overall, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna let you know, definitely on Twitter. Otherwise, you will know because you'll see a notification of me streaming or a video being uploaded and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks again, and I had fun. Hope you had as well. I will see you the latest in 1 week. Let's put it like that. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever the hell time zone you're in. Bye bye. And extreme.